In this series, I started a landscaping business with $500,000 and a pickup truck in the hopes of making millions. Will I make it big or will I go broke? Stay tuned to find out. Welcome back everyone to another episode of the Landscape series. Right now we're on our way to the shop. We need to grab the excavator. You guys know that job we did probably about 2 weeks ago, that one where we dug out for our house? Well, we gotta go back there. They had the inspector come by and they changed the plans a little bit. So I'll see you guys when we get to the job site. But if you guys are enjoying the Landscape series and would like to see it continue, make sure to like and subscribe. It really helps the channel grow, and we're on track to get to 6,000 by the end of July. Alright, so after driving for 15 minutes, we're finally to the property, and as you could tell, they got the house built. Wow, that was quick. So the first thing we gotta do, we gotta move this big pile of dirt in front of the house. That was gonna be a spot for their garage, but they decided to move it, and it's too high right now for the grade of the house. So I got Chad coming by with the dump truck. That way we can actually get rid of this dirt. And finally Chad's here. So we got a spot to dump this dirt that's not too far away. We got another job we can actually backfill, so this is gonna come in handy. I went over the plans with the homeowner again, and guys, we had a lot of work to do on this property. So they don't like where the septic system is supposed to go right now. We're gonna be moving that to the backyard. We gotta get rid of this mountain right here, and they want us to build a pond on this property over where that field is. This job is massive. We're gonna be here for a while. You could almost use another machine here, but I don't have the employees for it right now. Big Ray don't start till next week, and I need Chad on the dump truck because we got a lot of work with other companies with the dump truck, so we need to make sure it keeps moving. But next week we're able to get Chad on a piece of equipment because we need to do a lot of groundwork to this yard. The homeowners are actually going to spend close to $1 million before it's all done. Well guys, it's actually been a few hours, and as you can tell, we got this area pretty much done. We need to slope it out a bit more, but we need to go over the plans with the homeowners. So what I'm going to do right now, we're going to fill this hole back in, and then we're going to find a spot in the backyard where we can put the new septic system. But Chad actually got hired on to do another job with another company, so he got to leave. So I just had a meeting with the homeowners and engineer, and we found a spot in the backyard that should be suitable for the septic system. So we're going to bury this hole in, and Chad's just taking a break before he goes back to work. You better hurry up. I kind of wish I kept my other excavator because we're getting a lot of jobs now, and just this one is not keeping up. Now, I couldn't really afford to have two of them at that time, so we're going to save up and try to buy another one. Little high spot here, I'm just going to smooth it out. Okay, there we go. That looks good. Alright, so the next thing we got to do, we got to type everything into our GPS. We need to go down at least 8 feet, so we're going to head to the backyard, find our low spot, that way we can get everything put into our GPS and we can get started. Okay, so I just put the numbers into the GPS and everything looks good, so let's start digging. We need to go down 8 feet for this septic system, then we're going to be digging for the pipe from the house to the tank, and that shouldn't take us too long. I'm so glad I got GPS for this excavator, guys. It costs a lot of money, but it's well worth it. It saves me a lot on these types of jobs. I don't need to get at the machine, check grade all the time. We got it on our screen. We can just keep going. Well, it's been an hour. We finally got the septic system done, so we're gonna go over and start digging the pond. We still got a lot of daylight left, and if we can get this done today, I'd be pretty happy. I'm just hoping there's good dirt here, so we're gonna dig a couple test holes to make sure we can get some clay. If not, we gotta bring some in because this pond's gonna be triple the size of the last one we did, and that one failed, and it actually made a big mess on the road. I don't want that to happen again here. This will be 10 times worse, so we're gonna make sure we got all the right material, and we're gonna do this right. Anyways, it's been a few days. We're just sloping the sides down a little bit. I gotta say, GPS helped me out big time with this job, and we ran into some pretty good material. We didn't actually have to bring any clay in. There was tons here, so we get the pond done. We're gonna seed the area around it. We're gonna get some grass put there before we actually fill it up, but overall, I think we did a good job. So it ended up being almost 12 feet deep in the middle, and that's gonna be good for them because they're gonna put a lot of fish in here, and that way they can actually use their boat in there. But we got everything we can do on this job done right now. We're gonna come back in a couple weeks to finish everything off. So Chad actually got another job to go to. I'm gonna go tell him, and we're gonna head back to the shop. And just like that, we're back to the shop. I got a call for a track loader. It looks like we might actually have somebody buying it, so we're gonna get that load up on the trailer and bring it up to a farm. I'm asking $60,000 for it. I'm hoping I can get that. We got the new lines put on. We did all the oil changes. Everything is working fine on it, so I'm hoping we can get it. That money will come in handy because we need to buy another piece of equipment. I'm not too sure if I'm gonna buy another excavator yet, but right now it seems like it would be the better option. But I don't know if I should get a smaller excavator or a bigger one. Let me know in the comments what you get. And we just got $150,000 from the job we did with the pond. That's going to come in handy if we do decide to buy an excavator today. Anyways, I'm pulling up the Sunset Farms and I'm hoping they're going to buy this machine. I really need the money and we don't use this. I think the last time I used this was about a month ago. Well, the owner of the farm came out and actually looked at the machine. He do like it and he's going to buy it, so we're going to take it off. He's got inside to grab his checkbook so we can get the money. We were asking $60,000 for it, but we're going to get $55,000. I think that's still a good price. So I got $55,000 for that track loader. I could probably get more if I waited, but I need to get rid of it. We need to buy stuff and I want to get concrete put around the shop, and that's going to cost me close to $80,000. So I'm going to call Victory to see if they can come out and do that. But since big break's starting next week on the dump truck and Chad's going to be on equipment, he needs a truck. So I went on Marketplace and I found one that might be alright. We're going to go look at it right now. Alright, so I'm just pulling up and as you can see is up here on the left. So it's a Chevy 3500. I'm not sure of the year, but we got over 200,000 miles on it. I do have a dump bed and I got a lot of storage for all of our tools and stuff we need for a job site. Now there is a couple problems with the truck. I think there's something wrong with the transmission. There's a couple sensors gone, but overall apparently it runs pretty good. So we're going to make sure we're going to take it for a test drive. I mean, if you look at it, it's in really good shape for whatever year it is. I think it will be a good buy. I was just talking to the owner of this truck and apparently he had it for a while now and it's been a pretty good truck for him, so we're going to check it out. Now there is an engine light on. Oh, that's not too good. I'm hoping it's just a sensor. Anyway, let's take it for a ride. Overall, it seems like it's handling pretty good. I know there's transmission problems. He told me that, so I don't know exactly what's wrong with it. I'm hoping it's an easy fix, but we're gonna go for a nice little ride. Oh, okay, here's the problem we're talking about. It seems to be slipping gears. Oh, this ain't good. Alright guys, so I went for about a 10-minute drive and it probably cut out 10 times and we slipped a nice few gears, as you can tell right now. I'm pretty sure I'm still gonna buy this truck because it's in really good shape, like the body and the dump bed. I think I can get it for a good price and we'll probably get a mechanic come by and check everything out. I'm hoping it won't cost me too much money to get everything fixed on it. Wow, okay, we spent $35,000. I didn't want to pay that much for this truck, but he was asking $45,000. He was able to come down to $35,000. I think it's not the best deal, but I'm hoping this truck will last for the next 4 years. And after driving for 10 minutes, we're finally back to the shop. I just called my buddy, he's a mechanic, he's going to come by and look at this truck tomorrow. So I'm going to clean it up, put it in the garage, that way he gets somewhere nice and warm to work on it and tell us exactly what's wrong with it. I'm hoping it's not going to be too much. We probably do need a new transmission. I'm hoping there's nothing too major wrong with the engine, but we won't know what's wrong with it until he comes by tomorrow and looks at it. Well, it seems like we got another job to do today, so I'm going to get this mower took off and we need to grab the skid steer. So somebody wants a new driveway done. I got Chad gone to the quarry to get a load of gravel. That way we can get this driveway done. I don't think it's going to take me too long to do. Oh, and I also called Victory, so they're going to come out and actually do this job next week. So we got to make sure we don't park our equipment here, and I can't wait to get it done. I just topped up the skid steer in the truck and we bought a couple of snacks. It costs $150. Wow, that's expensive. Anyway, let's get to this job site. I just got a call from Chad and he's at the property we're going to right now. He's not going to unload the gravel till I get there because he don't want to put it in the wrong spot. And finally, I'm to the job site. Now, I had to park on a different road because that one right there is too busy. I don't want to block one lane off with the truck and trailer. Right now, we're just doing a driveway, but we got to come by in 2 weeks to tear down these two garages to the right of me. We'll do it today, but we can't really free up the excavator to bring it over here, so we're pretty busy. That's the reason I want to buy another excavator. I'm hoping to get it done within 2 weeks, but right now we gotta get this driveway done, so I'm gonna get Chad to dump probably right here to make things a bit easier. And by the looks of it, I think he got too much gravel. I told him to get a half a load and he got a full load, so I guess we're putting some back on the truck. Yeah, this is gonna be way too much. Anyway, let's hop in the skid steer. We'll start spreading this out. So we're actually gonna make this driveway a little bit bigger. We're gonna put down probably 8 inches. That way we can get it nice and compacted and it should last a nice while. Yeah, they should be able to get out. I should have told the homeowner to move their car before I started spreading, but there's still room for them to move their car if they gotta go anywhere. YouTube says 60% of you guys watching these videos aren't subscribed, so if you guys are enjoying the landscape series and would like to see it continue, make sure you subscribe, like the video, oh, and turn on your notification bell so that way you're notified each time we post a video. Ooh, okay, that was a lot of work, but we pretty much got this job done. I'm just back dragging it, make sure there's no lumps, but it looks pretty good. I was able to use most of the gravel. I only had to put in probably about 10 skid steer buckets into the truck. He's got that brought back to the yard. We're gonna spread that out there. I made $1,500 off this job, and it took me probably an hour to do, which isn't too bad. That's pretty good money. But right now, I'm actually pretty tired, so we're gonna head back to the shop, and I'll see you guys in the next one.